What's up, you political vigilantes? What are you doing? Getting your news on YouTube? Don't you want to be fed corporate lies by the good folks at CNN or MSNBC or Fox or ABC or the rest of the propaganda war machine jagwagons that run those glitzy whorehouses? Wow, I'm sorry, that came out a little mean. They're probably nice folks over there pushing the war machine. It's great. And isn't capitalism awesome? It's so great. It's so great for the billionaires. The economy's doing great if you're a billionaire. It's doing great if you're a billionaire. So you guys come here and I appreciate that. And one of the things you can do to support this show is go to patreon.com/Graham Elwood, because for $5 you can get bonus content, or for $5 you can submit articles like our good friend Tim Stack does. Tim Stack has kept us up to speed on what is happening in Colorado. And as I say, following what's happening in Colorado gives you an idea. That's a state that has a lot of natural gas reserves, a lot of oil, and so the oil lobby owns a lot of the politicians. They own a lot of the state house, the state assembly. So Tim Stack has been keeping us up to date on this because you're just seeing it is the playbook for the oil lobby, how they go state by state. They buy off politicians on a federal level, and then they buy politicians on a local level and on a state level. This is what they're doing. But this is actually a little bit of a victory. By law, state oil and gas regulators must foster the industry. Democrats aim to change that. What has happened, this happened on March 13th. It needs to still get ratified by the governor, but this amendment is big. One of the amendments establishes a procedure for reviewing sites, oil and gas development outside of the Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission and local governments. The Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission is a commission just stacked with oil lobby people. And they've just have been able to drill wherever they want. So that's what this amendment is actually curtailing that. A separate group would review the case, then provide a non-binding recommendation. Industry officials had a similar take with the Colorado Petroleum Council. The Colorado Petroleum Council. Gee, I wonder if they have a vested interest. The big thing that they're saying is it's a jobs for Colorado, and the Boulder lobby, which Boulder's the big hippie town. Boulder is making it hard for people to get jobs, and they want to take away Colorado oil jobs. That's despite the fact there's been explosions in Colorado. Explosions. People have died. Is that worth it? Colorado could have a wind and solar power commission. Got a lot of wind in Colorado. They get a lot of sun. This is the gas lobby folks issued a statement thanking Republicans for voting against the bill. It went 19-15 basically of right along party lines. The Democrats controlled the state house, so they passed it 19-15. This much we do know. Senate Bill 181 still attempts to cripple the industry's ability to continue operations in Colorado, according to the joint statement. If signed into law, this legislation would diminish funding for critical public services, including education, healthcare, and road maintenance. So it's the state Senate Bill 181. So now they're saying, by not letting the oil lobby do whatever it wants and drill and frack and whatever else, pipeline all throughout Colorado, contaminate Coloradans' drinking water. Now they're saying they're going to cripple us, which we wouldn't have funding. What happened there? That's a weird thing. What happened there? Well, that was crazy. That was the weirdest thing I've seen. Must be the NSA. So one of the things they're saying that it would diminish funding for critical public education, healthcare, and road maintenance. So again, the corporations always play the fear tactic. Oh, no more, it's going to hurt your kids' education, healthcare, and road maintenance. Explain to me, oil lobby, how good is education when there's contaminated water? Explain to me how good is education and healthcare when pipelines are blowing up? How good is road maintenance when there's pipe leaks, and how good is that? Why does that keep happening? What is that? So explain that to me. Explain that to me, oil lobby. Another key provision would allow local communities to regulate drilling themselves, which could effectively prohibit drilling in certain communities. Oil and gas companies have long feared such a patchwork of regulations across the state, especially as Boulder, Erie, Lafayette, Superior, and other Front Range cities pursue moratoriums on drilling. So it's about money for the oil lobby. Anytime they say it's going to take away jobs, they never say all of the good jobs that could be provided. Green jobs could be provided. They don't want to talk about that. And then fear, oh, if we get away this, then your schools are going to go away. No. No. But here's what the other side said. Thank you to the Colorado State Senate for acting decisively to prioritize Colorado's air, water, and residents over oil and gas industry profits. And to the oil workers, I don't want to see anybody lose their job, but think big picture, think long term. Contaminated water isn't good for you and your children. And these oil companies don't care about their employees. They only care about their stock profits. I mean, let's be honest. If they could get away with not hiring oil workers and use automated, they would. They will. Nordine's statement read in part, "We urge the House to act swiftly, pass these common sense reforms, and send them to Governor Polis to sign so we can put Coloradans' health and safety first." And if you're an oil worker, aren't you worried by stories like this? Worker dies in explosion at natural gas site in southwest Colorado. I just put into a search engine, Colorado gas explosion, and a bunch of stories have come up. Dozens of deaths. This is just one of them. This is just one of them. So I don't want to see anybody lose their job, but that's why we want a Green New Deal. So oil workers can get jobs in green energy rather than get blown up. So, because that argument, over the long run, it's like, well, we can't get rid of the, we can't use these new horseless carriages that Henry Ford created because where are the blacksmiths going to get work? How are the blacksmiths going to get work? So, innovation is at the forefront of green energy. And wouldn't you not, how many oil workers die every year? How many coal miners die every year? Up against the deaths of somebody making solar panels and wind turbines and stuff like that? So I thank Tim Stack for submitting this article and supporting the show from day one. And you can too at patreon.com. You get bonus content for as little as $5 a month. And also, watch the ads all the way through on YouTube. When you click skip ad, I do not get paid. Like and share, and make sure YouTube is unsubscribing people again. My subscription numbers have started to flatline. We were going along, we were going great, we were going strong, and then all of a sudden they're starting to flatline again. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you hit the bell notification button, even if you've already done it in the past. All right? Like, subscribe, positive comments, even just a thumbs up or a smiley face, all that stuff tracks, and share the videos out. And support the Progressive Comedy Tour. All right? April 12th through the 15th, Ron Placone and I are going to be in Texas, Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, and Austin. April 5th, I'm also doing a fundraiser in Chandler, Arizona. The GOAT Comedy Show, April 5th at the Skinny Fat Farms in Chandler, Arizona. So check that out. And April 18th, Political Vigilante live at the Sycamore Tavern in Hollywood. Free parking, $10 tickets. Come on, guys. Come on out and see the Vigilante out there live. You're all making Gotham great again, and I appreciate it.